Okay, you can start.
Hey everybody, Roy Williams here again, in case you forgot who I am. Listen, it's so good to have you just viewing this and listening to this, because I know you're like everybody else. America is absolutely starved for knowledge about natural health. Why? Because we're sick and tired of taking drugs that do what? Treat the symptoms and create more problems, so they put you on more drugs. I'm always going to stress that because that's where we're at in America, and so many people can relate to that. But let's talk about a subject today that affects every human's life if they live very long at all at some time, and that's pain. You know, pain is debilitating. It can actually give you a bad attitude. I remember slamming my finger in a car door one day. I had a bad attitude. It was painful. So, you know, when you got pain, you not only have a bad attitude, you may also find that you can't perform your duties as well at work. You may notice that, that you can't even do simple things like maybe writing a letter or doing anything that may have to do with your job. And when you're in pain, especially with migraines and headaches and things like that, like I said, it can be debilitating. So what should you do in the natural field to help you overcome pain when it is there? For instance, if you get an injury, pain is normal. That's your body saying, hey, something's wrong. But sometimes you get pain and you go, wow, I haven't injured myself. Maybe even something like a stomach ache. And it hurts, but it's not the kind of pain that you get from an injury. So what do? Well, believe it or not, there are natural things that you can take, natural ingredients that have proven for many, many years, especially in China and Japan and Asian countries, that have been so effective at reducing people's pain that they don't even have to ever go on medications. Now, of course, if you have real bad pain from an injury or even from maybe an alignment problem in your spine or your back, doctors tend to put you on drugs like Oxycontin, oxycodone, or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. But you got to remember, these are all drugs. And what's the definition of prescription? Permission to poison. That's why they warn you about all the side effects, is because if you get too much of that product in your system, it can not only create horrible side effects, it can create a side effect called death. And last time I checked, that's permanent. Okay, so let's don't get into that. Let's do something really cool. Let's use what God created, and let's affect the human body in a positive way to get rid of the inflammation. Almost all pain is associated with inflammation. Have you ever sprained your ankle? It swelled up, didn't it? It hurt like the dickens. You know why? Because of the inflammation. What is the inflammation for? Believe it or not, that's a good thing. The inflammatory condition is your body using the immune system to help you heal. But you want to keep the inflammation under control while you allow the immune system to work. And that's another negative about the drugs. Most drugs will ease the pain and decrease the inflammation, but they'll also shut down your immune system to do it. Wrong way to do it. Let's do it the right way. Let's take some really cool things like curcumin, turmeric. You've probably heard of that. Curcumin is the actual active ingredient in a root called turmeric that has over 1,000 years that it's been used to decrease inflammation and decrease pain in the human body. And listen very close to this. No side effects, no liver damage, no kidney damage, no side effects. Why not give that a try before you go to something that can give you ulcers and mess up your digestive system and possibly make your blood pressure go through the roof and even give you brain damage. I was talking about one drug the other day on TV. It causes anal leakage. Who wants to take something that would cause that when you can take something like curcumin or turmeric or even boswellia? Look up boswellia. I challenge you, when I give you these names, look them up and see all the huge scientific evidence out there that has absolutely proven to be effective. Bromelain. Bromelain is a mineral that, believe it or not, has proven to reduce pain and inflammation, and the list just goes on and on. Something as simple as vitamin E has some anti-inflammatory properties with it. So there's several different all-natural ingredients that if you'll go to our website and check it out, you'll find out that there's a lot of different things that can decrease inflammation, decrease pain, help you live a longer life. Feverfew is an herb, for instance, that a lot of people take to keep from getting migraines. Why? Because it's anti-inflammatory, and the list goes on and on. MSM, you've heard me talk a lot about MSM. MSM is a great natural anti-inflammatory, and a lot of times when you've got debilitating pain, like especially back pain, back alignment problems, you may want to do several of these herbs, which all work together, and you can't get too many of any of them, and they don't work against each other. But when you put a lot of these different herbs together and put them to work in your body, you can get that pain under control with some pretty high doses, and then make the dosage smaller with time, so that, guess what? It don't take near as much of it to maintain the results, like stopping migraine headaches and back pain. So trust me, folks, you want to do it God's way, using His creations instead of man's way, using His concoctions. Till next time, God bless you.